Junie, how you? That's like some actual Chinese right there. It looks pretty good. Oh, never mind. Listen to this fucking Japanese man. It looks a little shitty. It looks quite shitty. Why is it good some weeks and bad some weeks? If you want to watch this footage, you gotta watch it at home. I don't like it. This one looks marginally better, but still jerky. Yeah, I've been waiting for like some Ultra Street Fighter 2 footage. Is it the Switch? Or is it just the fact that literally no one cares? It might be hard to like, you know, have a tournament on the Switch right now. This frame rate is kind of fucking hurting my eyes. Kind of pissing me off just a bit. Let's try again. Let's keep trying. Only 5 videos left. This looks pretty nice. This looks very nice. Yeah, I'm down with this. This is some nice looking footage. Samurai Yang. I recognize those characters for Chun-Li. The first one's Tori, which is like chicken. The other one I recognize, but I can't think of it. But I've seen it. Okay, I'm gonna open this because that actually sounds pretty neat. Hold on. There you go. There's not gonna be that much Third Strike. We're almost done with it. We've literally watched the entire GameSpot versus like playlist of Third Strike, which is 122 videos. Minus 5. Also minus the ones we skipped because the frame rate was shitty, which was not that many. Less than like a fifth of them. Less than a tenth of them. This matchup is pretty good. Oh no, is that a punish? It probably is. Second Rekka? Second Rekka is pretty minus. Chun-Li can probably always super it. About 80% of my skill on Third Strike is osmosed from watching, and another 20% is osmosed from playing. No, I was watching it before I was playing it. I watched it for like half a year before I ever even held a controller in any fighting game. In fact, watching Third Strike footage was part of what got me into fighting games. I mean, I was already I was ready to be into them, if you know what I mean. But like, I saw like the really good players, and I saw the game and I thought it looked really fun. So I watched it, and then eventually I managed to get my hands on Anniversary Edition. And that probably would have been the end of the story. But I discovered 2DF, and then I was like, oh, I can actually play this against other humans whenever I want. And then I actually leveled the fuck up. My frame rate. I'm talking about Faye. It's impossible to look at Yang and not talk about Faye. What's kind of strange is that Yang is clearly based on Fei Long, based on the Rekkas. And then they gave Fei Long a command grab, which he never had in old games in Street Fighter 4. So like, Yang is partially based on Fei, and then Fei is also partially based on Yang. I'm pretty sure Street Fighter 4 was the first instance of Fei having that command grab. Pretty sure. Fei is kind of a strange character. I feel like that command grab completed him. I feel like that finished off his playstyle, and now he's like a really interesting and like cool character. I already like this design. It's basic, but you know, as far as Bruce Lee clones go, he's probably my favorite. So, I have a Switch. I have Breath of the Wild. I haven't even put it in yet. I've been waiting for a day that I just have off, like today. The problem is I have not enough free time. I'm always like, waiting to do. I'm always like ready to do something else. That was a nice air TC. You know what I mean? Weird punish. Should have been left forward. It was a third Rekka. You got a lot of time. Like, I'm usually sitting on a video I should have made. These are the guys that are twins. This is two Yangs. It's the same twin. Wait, what are you asking? Like the players are twins? Anyway, what was I saying? I'm like waiting to it'll be like I haven't made a video in a while, or it'll be like I have to work, or I haven't caught up with my internet friends in a while, or like I haven't streamed in a while. And all of this cycles like without ever making room for I'm like waiting for a time to start playing Breath of the Wild that like I don't have anything else to do. But I haven't had nothing to do in like ages because I count shit like this as stuff to do. I could just make Breath of the Wild into my bathroom game. Whoa. That clap was so nice. He got like a clap on a crouching Yang. And then he got fuck all from it. What are these wake up like shootdowns? Like a second time he's gone for that. It has no invincibility or anything. No hitbox. That kind of meaty jump isn't that common. A meaty can just stuff everything Hugo does. Meaties are really strong in third strike. The problem is the success rate isn't that good. Most overheads have no follow-ups. It's actually very, very smart. It's a very smart system. Isn't this the same players? It's not one frame airborne. Hugo has nothing like that. Maybe fucking Super 2. I don't want to say that Super 2 isn't because I don't know. Super 2 might just have full invincibility. There's like no reason. He's literally just trying to catch a jump. And the jump is like trying to be an expectation of like parry into SPD or just raw SPD or something like that. Whoa. Oh my god, that failed punish. It probably should have just been fucking Stand Fierce EX Rekkas. Stand forward was probably the wrong button in general. Hugo ended up being quite similar to his Street Fighter 3 version in 4. Lynx didn't change him that much. They kind of kept Lynx and him separate. It's just like Lynx from Clap and that's all. And they made his attacks like actually as strong as they should have been. That's a big fuck up that they did in most like characters. Like things, like certain things are designed to be kind of standalone actions in Third Strike, and they'll be rewarding, like as rewarding as combos. You know what I mean? Like if Alex lands a Stand Fierce, it's supposed to be like as rewarding approximately as like Stand Forward Chop, Light Chop. So it'll do like stun that's that high and damage that's that high. Like, if you actually did the damage that Hugo's supposed to do in the Street Fighter 4 engine, it would end up being like 120 damage for a Stand Strong, which is how much it actually is. Or like another fucking, you know, even more than that for a Stand Fierce. I think his Stand Fierce is 120. He's actually a more faithful recreation than almost any other character in the game. I've seen that video. It's kind of interesting. Checking the speeds of various Street Fighter 3 characters. I was not right at all on who I thought would go the farthest, the fastest. Also, it was kind of interesting that most characters had a pretty similar speed. Gnome was like way faster, way slow for the most part. I think Ryu was like the slowest, right? That was alarming. Akagaru Ken versus Koemon Yang. Parts of this game look a lot like Street Fighter 5. the boring parts. Not the boring parts, but like the kind of nothing's happening parts. You know what I mean? Street Fighter 3 is a very explosive game, but it's only explosive every now and then. It'll be like some kind of evenish, like not hyper technical neutral, and then like someone will make like a hard aggressive read, and then things will get really fucking spicy for a little minute. Oh my god, that was spicy. I was talking, I was talking like parries and stuff. Never seen that. I think that has their invincibility, but that was like a really strange. 20th place in 19 characters. It's because they did Guild too. One parry into back throw. That was for safety. He missed the last Rekka. That fucking dive kick fake. Dive kicks have no recovery when they hit the ground. I don't think they should have much, but like, good lord. Breaker confirmed. This might kill. Yank has no health. That's a weak ass super combo. It's one of the weakest super combos in the game. Ken 2 low shorts into super 3. Yuko can zip across the screen fairly easily with shoot down backbreaker or super 2. It's actually not even useless to zip across the screen with shoot down backbreaker, but you rarely get the opportunity. You can use it to escape the corner a little bit against some characters, and then you can also use it to chase down a neutral throw. Those are the main 2 times you see people do it. Ugh. The thing about Street Fighter 3 neutral is that there's always the potential for you to get some crazy shit on the opponent, and there's always the potential for the opponent to get some crazy shit on you. You know what I mean? And it makes the parts in between a little bit more entertaining, even though it's like kind of similar to Street Fighter 5 in its pacing. Light Tatsu Super 3 with Ken? I don't think so. I can't even picture Ken's Light Tatsu in this game. It's definitely not plus enough unless there's like some kind of special connect on certain opponents. Mid-air you can get it. If you get like an anti-air Light Tatsu into Super, I'm pretty sure that works. 1, you'll never get the anti-air Light Tatsu, and 2, it'll get the juggle Super, which is really shitty. Ken can do a hard Tatsu into Super on certain characters, but it's like really dumb. It's like certain characters, nice. Certain characters get hit late. Certain characters get hit by the backswing on the final one, and then it's a 1 frame late. It's possible with a weird connect, maybe. I don't know. That's certainly not match viable. Oh, are you talking about like the startup? Because technically speaking, Ken can do, I think, the first hit of any Tatsu into Super, but the motion is nightmarish. If Ken's really close, he can get like first hit of Tatsu, like the startup hit, and then he can cancel into any of his 3 supers. But it's like, why would you ever do that? It's like crazy hard, and it's also like not strong. And Kuma can do that too. Yeah, all of Ken's super motions are double quarters or go forward, and Tatsu has really fast startup for that initial hit. So it's crazy, really crazy difficult. Nice. The Oracle. That's a nice combo. This matchup's pretty hard. It's not even Q's worst matchup, but it's pretty bad for Q. Shit like that hurts. Ken has like no particular thing other than double DPs being easy. It's just Ken's damage. Ken's neutral is a lot better, and then his damage is a lot better. And Q normally, like, his only weapon is the fact that his damage is better. Ken pretty much never ever ground Tatsus in this game. He also pretty much doesn't... Ooh. He also pretty much doesn't ground Fireball. He does ground EX Fireball, air EX Tatsu, and DPs and combos, and then he pretty much just plays the normal game. It's not that ground fireballs are useless, it's just that the use is really, really specific. Like we just saw one. It worked. Ground Tatsu, I almost never see. Ken's ground Tatsu is the worst of all the Shotos. It's just not very good. It doesn't knock over. It tends to miss hits. The damage is not super crazy good. It depends on the matchup. There's a little bit of shenanigans against characters that can't duck it, but it's more unsafe than Akuma's, I think. Neat. Light is really safe if the opponent blocks it, I think. The problem is a lot of characters can duck under it. It's a good low short, but he couldn't do anything from them. Neat. Look at all this damage. That was a good not quick stand from Ken. Is dead, I think. I think he has a combo there. He did the EX super, which was smart. But then he reset to an overhead. Maybe he doesn't have a combo there. Akumer. Taihe. That crouch fierce. He had no meter though. You have to do tackle into EX tackle there, mid-screen, or else you have nothing. He went for that hard combo. He did it again. Got it. That's different difficulties depending on the opponent character. Medium Tatsu, medium DP. I think it works on everyone, but it can be really, really hard. That's hard Tatsu. Hard Tatsu is a pain for Urian. Why'd that work? Why did that work? The play was either actually go for the aggressive parry, and that was really telegraphed. Whoa. Nice. Free is a bit strong. If you get your Tatsu parried, you die as Akuma. This matchup is probably 4-6. Shit like that is also really bad for Urian. Those are like the two things. Okay. Works on most people. On some characters you can do hard DP, I know that. Like that might work on Q. It's a pretty cool combo when it's available. Most people just do the light Tatsu stuff. The first parry on that red fireball is free. Usually the first two. Might as well get them their free meter. I don't hear your wake up that much. Oh my god. No respect Tatsus. These are pretty risky. I guess they're not that risky. Like, what's Makoto really going to do to you? Low strong dash punch? That's not that bad. She might be able to get like a... What do you call it? Oh, that was a super, I think. Traded a dash punch with a fireball. That's a pretty good list. As a rule of thumb, if it works on Q. I can't believe he's getting this kind of Tatsu pressure. There we go. DM flip is what you normally see. So if Makoto like grabs you, you die in this matchup as Akuma. Even Super 1 Makoto like does about 70%. Like Super 1 Makoto will literally kill here if she gets a Karakusa. I'm not joking. So it's very common in this matchup as Akuma to do a fuck ton of cancels to DM flip. Oh, he's dead. The actual best hitbox in the game is probably... probably Chun-Li's. Her air juggling hitbox is not particularly good, but her grounded hitbox is extremely useful. Actually, maybe it's Twins, yeah. Yeah, Twins fall off a lot of stuff, but they're not low profile. The low profile crouch is pretty abusable for Chun. But Twins are a lot narrower, and they're also kind of awful to juggle. As a general rule of thumb, never be unsafe in this matchup. Because Makoto can just kill you. Twins are like the narrowest character. Which helps them quite a lot. Chun-Li is kind of fat. The fattest character is Makoto. Makoto is a big old fatty. Why Bara Q? Why YSBQ? What kind of weird event is this? YSB plays Q like on the side. I've seen it a bunch of times. That was a good reset. Didn't get it, but it was really good. It's honestly pretty hard to hit someone with Q's overhead. It's got a lot of startup. Dudley's pretty wide in the air and on the ground. There's a lot of stuff that works on Dudley that doesn't work on most characters. He's generally more jugglable than most characters, and he's also easier to cross up than most characters. The thing about Dudley is that his pushbox has some wackiness, which is not a problem for combos, but it is a problem for grab stuff. I think his pushbox gets radically bigger or smaller depending on whether he's crouching. I think. There's some nonsense with it. Look at this pressure. Imagine if you played Q in Hugo, and you're fighting Makoto and you thought that Q was the better play. Wow. Was that what I think it was? No, it wasn't. I don't know what the fuck it was. I think it might have been high jump command grab. You do half circle back and then up back, and then you cancel the super jump into command grab, and it gives you some unthrowable frames into command grab. Got him. This is gonna kill. Elena is generally better than Ibuki. Ibuki's narrow, which makes her kind of annoying, but Elena has the low profile, which is better than the narrowness. And Elena also falls out of combos. But I would generally agree with that tier list. Best hurt boxes. And then Q's is the worst by far, and then Hugo's is probably the second worst. And then probably Alex and Urian in the same spot. And then everyone. In every way that Q's Herbox can be bad, it's bad. His narrowness is normally... He's like kind of narrow, which enables him to... makes him hard to cross up. But that's not really good for him because it ends up just like letting people jump at him in the corner over and over. His tallness and his narrowness actually makes him pretty hard to cross up. With like regular cross ups, but that's not an issue at all. Zoto. And he's really fucking tall. And he's really, really wide when he's falling. Which allow you to do extra stuff against him. Was that a light DP? He took his life in his hands to do that. DP is not that good in this game. Wake up DP to SA1. That's what he should have done. I don't know if he had the meter. Makoto can still punish it, but the punish is not as bad. Should have been super there. Oh, this is gonna hurt. EX Dash Punch? He didn't even EX it. He would have had a new Dizzy there. He was close enough to the corner. This is not a super bad matchup. Mizukuma players are making it look horrible. Ken is like a more consistent Akuma. They have basically the same neutral, except Ken takes a lot less damage and he doesn't have access to Demon Flip. But the jump in Air Tatsu and the jump in EX Air Tatsu are pretty similar. Ken has a lot higher damage off of random stuff though. Generally. Like, Akuma doesn't have that many links into Super 1. Ken has a lot of links into Super 3. This is a Super 2 Ken. This is Koro, the Super 2 Ken. Explain! Why would you pick Super 2 Ken ever? There it is. Nice, I actually hit him. Jump jab. That's haunt. The utility of Super 3 is so much better than every other Super. I do think Ken's Super 2 is his second best Super. But if Super 3 is a 10, Super 1 is probably a 2. And Super 2 is probably a 3, if you know what I mean. Pretty significant difference in Ken's utility. Before Wake Up Shinryuken, that was probably a Shinryuken, but it wouldn't have even killed or done that much damage. That's haunt. Some reverse disrespect. So this is Samurai's. This is Samurai's regular character. Look up non-reversal DP. DPs have really good hitboxes in this game, and also good priority. So it's not as dumb as it looks, but it is dumb. It had the flame pillar effect in the Marvel games. It was pretty cool. The Marvel games made almost every animation a lot better. I think Mugen Ken is like taken from the Marvel games, right? I mean, there's a lot of Mugen Kens, I guess. Ooh, that was a punish. It's kind of a bad screen position. But he still got that engine, and this is like the optimal engine. Wow! That killed too. Jiro, like the Akuma player? He plays like a nut. What if a man no longer cared? He's like, he has the most consistent demons I've ever seen. And like, Demon, technically speaking, I think Demon is probably Akuma's best use of meter in this game. But Akuma doesn't really have a good way at all of using meter, to be honest. Super 1 in pretty much every confirm does very little damage, and also there's not that many confirms. Demon does a shit ton of damage, and it also gives him like a true 720. The only thing about it is it's really specific. $72 damage. Demon does like more than 2 Super 1s, I think. But more importantly, it has a footsie purpose that Super 1 doesn't have. That's the main thing. Super 1 makes your, like, it makes your certain connects just a little bit stronger. What is this damage numbers? Are those in pixels? Those are taken from the game, from the training mode of, like, the home ports. Down Down Super is really, really good on some characters. It's also impossible to land on other characters. It's basically nearly broken or nearly useless, depending on whether you have the jab reset available. But the jab reset doesn't work on every character. It's also pretty hard. Anyway, what I was saying is, Raging Demon gives you actual new like footsie tool, and SA1 like Air Fireball. I mean, Fireball Super. It just improves your existing options a little bit, and only a little bit. These numbers, dude. These numbers literally don't mean anything. That's what I hate about the home console port. The numbers are just meme numbers. Like, they give you a loose sense of what's going on, but like they lie. You can have a like with nothing related to guts, because I don't even think this game has guts. But nothing related to guts, you can have a 143 damage combo kill and a 150 damage combo fail to kill on the same character. The numbers don't quite work. They don't actually refer to a percentage of the opponent's health or anything like that. Neat. It's not standardized. Even against the same character, it's not standardized. That's what I'm saying. It's like, just because one says 102 and the other one says 90, doesn't mean that the ratio of damage to damage is going to be 102 to 90. The numbers have fluff in them. I don't know what it is, but it's based on number of hits and some other things. They round on they round when they're factoring in scaling, and it makes it not work properly. This is Super 2 Dudley. I didn't even notice that. I was reading the chat. I'm kind of surprised that Dudley's Drum House isn't just beating, like, Chun-Li back fierce anti-air. Like, these anti-airs are kind of strange. Wait, is there a tournament going on right now? Are you like a fucking Wednesday Night Fights or something? Next level battle circuit, more accurately? That was a pretty hard read. And by that I mean that's almost never a good idea. That doesn't start in one frame or anything, I don't think. It's also not very rewarding even when it works. The thing is, Dudley still takes full damage. In fact, I think he actually takes more than full damage. SF3 Dudley is pretty great, but Super 1 and 3 Dudley are better. Super 2 Dudley is good for a radically different reason than Super 3, but he doesn't have the ability to combo off of overheads, which basically murks his entire Oki game, which is one of his best features. If Dudley Super 1 and 3 are both 10 out of 10, Dudley Super 2 is probably an 8 out of 10 super. It's quite good. It's one of the better supers in the game. The damage is really high. It's like Dudley's only really powerful super. And holy shit, it's powerful, especially if you get a follow-up. It also has some really cool confirms, but you lose the good confirms for some shitty ones. That's the problem. Like, you can get some really neat links off of, like, standing buttons into Super 2, but you can't link out of overheads. Shimmy. Shinta Ken? I haven't seen this guy in forever. He was like a really good Ken from a long time ago. I think I've seen him recently. Probably just didn't fucking register. He's pretty good. No, he's really good. Wow, that hurts. When Ken catches you with the early frames of his fucking EXO Tatsu. Good lord. Yen's got that super. This is probably over. Very difficult to live through this. Very difficult. Oh wow, he managed to make it out. He could have gotten out of that throw really easily. You can very easily mash to only get hit twice. Does Ken super punish light shoulder? I think light shoulder is a smidge minus. He just did it. Didn't work. Yo, when you get something sick like that and then you fuck it up. Oh, it hurts. That was nearly really sick. Why'd he get a super jump back? He was pretty close to the corner. I don't know what his optimal follow-up was. I don't know about Yun. It was definitely something into Gene. Undroppable combos. He got that red parry on the Ken super. That was tight. Semi-medium kick into... if the opponent's cornered, semi-medium kick into Gene does a shit ton of damage. Oh wow, it's not even a fucking punish or anything then. Deep. Oh, the counter pokes, dude. You're almost playing all riskless and shit. Oh wow, EX up kicks. That was a valiant effort right there. Nice. Why didn't he just let it rock? Maybe it was too far away. 2-hit crouch first would have been really good there though. Huh? No. Yeah, he could have tackled instead of headbutted. And then he could have gotten the super. And then it would have been unblockable. Neither Demon nor Gigas will be able to punish it, I don't think. Because light shoulder recovery is kind of far away. It's not point blank anyway. EX mirror is also one frame. But again, Yun's not point blank. Oh, he was still block stun maybe? That was a smart mirror. Yeah. Yeah, he's wasting Yun's Gene time. Oh no, still got hit. If Yun gets another Gene up, he basically wins. If Urian gets a good mirror, he's got a good chance of winning, but not, like, guaranteed. That's an okay mirror. It wasn't great. Oh, I got it. Hey. Yeah, Crouch Fierce can whiff. That's what I was saying earlier. I was like, why did you cancel the fireball? Was it too far away? Crouch Fierce's first hit does not guarantee second hit, which is kind of annoying. Crouch Fierce is like a pretty shitty button. It's like okay, it's got a good hitbox for the most part, especially as an ATR. But it's frustrating compared to Oro Stand Strong. Mostly for safety. Oro Stand Strong has even smaller range. That double P was really hot. We're about to have some more of that right now. Because we got our same ass Remy. And we got our same ass matchup. Nice. Remy can create some really complex anti-air scenarios. Neat. That was a good headbutt. There it is. That gets like so low damage. Remy Super 2 actually is like decently strong on a grounded opponent, but it's nearly impossible to land on a grounded opponent. The only setups are like point blank, like button into boom into super, which you don't find that many opportunities for, because charging's picky, and there's no mix-up. or close forward into super, which is pretty good. That's like his best one. Or close roundhouse into super, which is just the same as close forward but shittier because it starts up in more time. Close forward is okay because it has a bit of a mix-up because you can do like the close forward as a meaty and it's kind of a mix-up with throw. You can catch some taking throws with this close forward or catch some low parrying or something like that. You had the super there. Semi-name kick to super 2 is 2 frames. It's not that bad. It's easier than anything Ken has. Empty jump super technically works, but like you take your life in your hands every time you do it. But it's got a decent success rate. I play on pad, you can still piano. Good lord, meaty cold blue kick. That technically works, but like it's suicide. The thing is, most people are looking for parry on wake up because there's nothing else to really worry about. They're looking about things that they could potentially parry. And cold blue kick is a reactable parry, depending on range and stuff. That was pretty tricky. Crouch fierce, walk in, stand, jab, dash under. Unfortunately, he like completely failed to use it. It's kind of hard to make that shit work anyway because like, whoa, that charge. It's pretty hard to make shit like that work anyway. That's that close fierce, tight. Because Remy loses charge when he gets cross unders. So you've got to do like low strong super or something like that. You got to do non-charge combos, which Remy has almost none of. Ooh. Neat. That has invincibility. They didn't get any hits at all. Pretty decent. He's a good Remy. Oh my god. It went the wrong way. It's suffering being Remy player. It is suffering. Do you see that? He's just dead all of a sudden. Yo, I love that combo. It's one of my favorite combos in the whole game. I was about to say that Super 1 is really good. That was an okay use of it. It doesn't help his footsies that much. It gives him like a better anti-air. And it also enabled him to get some chip. The chip was okay. Unfortunately, he didn't win. Unfortunately, he used the meter and didn't win more accurately. He dashed in and then he like checked the swing. He could have forced Hugo to get hit before he landed, but he was afraid of Hugo's double parry. Remy can only make you parry a certain number of times before you land, unless you mesh his jab. Forward dash is like the bane of Remy, because he's kind of forced to forward dash every now and then, or else he can't get anything off at all. I can't believe that traded. I can't believe it took Remy as long as he did to even get the hit on Hugo. Oh, these trades are so bad. That Super 1 is a big weapon now. Okay, yeah. Anyway, pretty much every time I see a Remy lose ever, it's immediately after a forward dash. Pretty much all the times Remy does well, he's hanging back, and pretty much all the times he does poorly, it's after he's trying to approach. I've never ever seen a Remy that literally did not even a little bit try to approach, though. Getting cornered is not so bad in this game. Corner escapes are not few and far between. Unless your name is Q. He's like the one. Good space. He's playing the neutral of this pretty much perfect. Like this is some surgical Remy right now. It's not like a perfect, like, you know, it's not a perfect, he's taking damage. But the way he's playing this is literally like 0 risk, high reward. They're not high reward, but you know. I don't think it did. Maybe it's kind of cool because his fireball has very low recovery, but also ignores most other fireballs if it's the low one. So you can throw a fireball at the same time as the opponent, and your fireball works and theirs doesn't. But that's not as good as it sounds, because Remy's fireball doesn't do anything. It's 100% space control. Though Fireball is like borderline Kane in this game, except way faster. Yes, is it just all the stages by width? Neat. We missed the ending. Was that their actual sizes in comparison to each other? Jerry's Fireball is pretty much the same thing as Remy's low one. But Jerry's is actually rewarding is the point. The reason I draw the comparison to Kane... Was that it? That might have been it! That might have been it! Why'd he hit a button? Dude, I'm pretty sure that was it. I'm pretty sure that's the lock. That's the soft lock of Urian. But then he immediately crouch shorts him. I think it's Remy neutral throw on Urian and Remy bumps a mirror. Damn, if he didn't hit him out of it, Urian gets frozen there. And then Remy like gets to do whatever he wants. I tried to hit him before he landed. Yeah, see, that's what I'm talking about. Remy can throw a fireball at the same time as the opponent, and he'll technically be advantaged for it. They'd like tried to make some guile kind of stuff with Remy. It's a good fireball. But Remy has basically nothing guilish. Remy has none of the depth guile has. Not none. Not very much. Remy's a failed archetype. Remy doesn't fit into Street Fighter 3. He's not the worst character, but he's like the most, like, you know, inappropriately placed. They didn't do enough to make him good. A really good start that would help Remy quite a lot is way higher meter build on fireballs. Like, he needs to build meter for every fireball he throws. That would actually fix him like a decent amount. But the problem is his meter use isn't that good either. I think that works, but it might need to be perfect. Reuse Darkstalker's idea. I think there's a lot of stuff in this game that's probably a reuse Darkstalker's idea. I think 12 was the most obvious example. Huh. The fireball. They will never ever bring Sharon back, and that's a shame. That was anti-air parry into tackle. That requires partitioning, but it's not that hard. Sharon is a character from the Street Fighter EX series. She's literally the Street Fighter with a gun. She's actually pretty cool, but there was a poll recently where people asked like what Street Fighter they wanted to come back. I forget where. It might have been on like Event Hubs. It might have been on our Street Fighter. But Sharon came like dead last. Like she came below like fucking Lee and Mike and shit. And I saw that and I was like, fuck. Sharon's pretty cool. Definitely better than dead last. That's not a bad idea there. Dude, just take Peter as he is and give him a gun with one bullet. And if you block the bullet, you take 899 damage. And if you get hit by the bullet, you take like 2000 damage. So if he makes you block the bullet, he just has to hit you once and then he wins. And if he misses, he basically has no chance. And if he hits you with the bullet, he wins. Fucking wake up, spinning bird. No. No guiding the bullet and also no bullet setups. Alright, maybe it doesn't do 899 on hit. I mean on block. Maybe it does like 400 on block. No, 600 on block. So if he hits you, you have 400 HP, which is the same as what Peter has. That would still be bad for Peter. That's probably unblockable. Ooh, he got the double. I haven't seen that in ages. Missed the unblockable there. Missed the last hit of his TC. Might have dizzied. There it is. Furo is pretty good. Remember how Whole Horse's stand was literally a gun but worse? Like if he just had an ordinary gun, he would be stronger than his stand. That was a good walk under. It was a bad double jump, more accurately. Yeah, but the bullet was so slow. And also it did less damage than the normal bullet. That's a lot of meter to use. Yeah, the stones were still hitting from the last hit, so the universal overhead had no follow-up. That's a lot of meter to bet. You don't get meter very easily in this matchup. That was like risky to try and win that. That's gonna make this a lot harder. That's nice. Stand strong into super might have been better though. You have to make aggressive parries against Yang, otherwise he's very, very safe. That was a decent example of a very aggressive parry. He could have done stand strong into super, and now it's looking like he really should have done stand strong into super. If he finds that stand strong, I think he should just take it. But now it's really hard. But overhead was pretty risky from Yang. If it was a low forward or something like that, he would have been okay. The overhead was potentially parrying to death. Overheads really work really well in this game. This is like the one Street Fighter game where overheads feel 100% right. They're not unsafe, but they're really unsafe against parries. And they're unsafe against the same kind of parries that people already have a good chance of looking for. But it's not terribly strong that they're as fast as they are. And they have like no combo potential ever. You never feel cheated when you eat an overhead. It's just like, well, I should have blocked a little faster. You might feel cheated if you eat like fucking Dudley's overhead 3 times in a row. Jump light kick. Got a grab. Is this Fudo? Fudo. Not the same guy. That Sam Fierce didn't stun. Yo, he got the pickup. He could have juggled again there. That'd have been really tight. He could have done the roll. She would have never landed. We done? We got an exhibition. As this YSB Hugo. I've been waiting for this the whole time. It is. Red. Red is pretty strong there. The red parry is pretty hard, but everything Yang goes into is a high parry. Damn, this footage is shit. Oh my god, the crouch face. What the fuck is a TJB? Tanjobi. Oh, it's his birthday. That's pretty funny, actually. They got birthday written under his portrait there. Sayembu is pretty busted against Hugo. I mean, twins are still bad for Hugo. Nice. Not that bad, though. That reset. Why have I never seen that? He did 5 hits of EX Rekka and then reset with stand jab. Who does that work on? I've never seen that. What the fuck? That's a thing? Is that Hugo only? That was really weird. Sayemu was so shit. Wow, he got an SPD in the middle of that. Lucky. That wasted the Saya time. Oh my god, that was super confirm. He would have won. Now it's like good for him though. Yeah. Nothing flashy. Just good play. Alright, last 2 videos. Let's see if they're shitty quality. Looks pretty good. This video went up 2 days ago. And it happened about 1 week ago. This is dead raw. This is dead modern footage. Yang has like 3 target combos, maybe 4. You got short forward roundhouse. You got strong fierce back fierce. You got the jump in medium kick down forward medium kick. Might be one more. Ooh, that's easier on Elena. It doesn't require the car all the time on Elena. Didn't require it there, I don't think. Strong fierce palm is just strong fierce back fierce. It's not an actual palm. It's like a weird command grab. I mean, a weird command normal that looks like a palm. What else? Whatever. That might be it. Yun has more. Yun has some weird ones that you don't see very much. Like, Yun can do down strong fierce. You never ever see anyone do that. Yun's got the short, jab short strong, which is probably better than any of Yang's TCs. Then Yun has jump jab fierce, which is, I think, a little bit. I don't know. I don't know if it's worse or better than Yang's air TC. Yeah, Buki's got some whack with her TCs. Dorai, cross Dorai. What does it mean? Imagine a world where Hugo could combo from lights. He can, he just has to use either Super 3, which a lot of Hugos don't even fucking run, or EX Lariat, which is, you know, not that good, and also costs bar. Healing. Elena gets 1 chance at a healing generally in this round, in this match, in this matchup. And Hugo also gets generally 1 chance at a Super 1 per round. And those are basically the 2 defining factors of who wins. There we go. That's gonna go. It's like a coin toss if neither of them have their supers work. If one of them gets a super and the other one doesn't, it's heavily in that character's favor. I'd say it's generally good for Hugo if he gets a Gigas ever. Hard to lose around, you get a Gigas in. Elena has a lot of ways to get this off. That's like a really weak way, but Hugo, I don't know. Oh, he's dead. Again. His back, actually both of them. Yeah, stand hard kick and back hard kick can both be Gigas. And both of those are things that Elena will try for. However, if either of them are parried, Hugo can use Gigas as a punish, so it's not, you know, it's not like you can never ever land Gigas on an Elena using those tools. Tata. Never seen this Oro's name ever. This must be new blood. He's playing the matchup alright. Stand hard kick is pretty good in this matchup. So stand strong, so is towards strong. Fireball, medium fireball, very strong. Bit questionable, ended up working really well. That was pretty good too. He like went for a double parry. What could you ever double parry there? What do you double parry against Hugo anyway? That was kind of weird. Okay, dash in, stand strong. What the fuck is he doing? He was nowhere near close enough to the corner for that. Alright, he's got some good shit going. There was some wacky stuff here. This horror is kind of nuts. That was an easy parry, I think. I saw it. When you get a deep, meaty that deep, you got a lot of time to react. If he had the right punish on that super, it would have been like pretty free. What the fuck? That was stand light kick cancel to SPD. It was probably a ultra throw, and he was probably shooting for stand light kick into running bear. Ugh, no combo. Come on. That's easy to pick up. It was good to approach there anyway, because then you could do like stand strong to force Hugo to do even more parries. You could actually make the stand strong happen on either side. That double jump was bad. He didn't have a good option there. His best option was like jump back hard kick. I'm not joking. Another stand strong you could have had, but that one was harder to react to. Another stand strong you could have had. He's going for the unblockable series. Didn't get it. Now he probably won't get it. Whoa. Stomp can be pretty weird with certain connects. And that was a really, really horrible connect. Got the taunt off. Early jump light kick, I think. It's unblockable. It's unblockable looping. Oh, what the fuck? Maybe his angle was wrong. That should have been unblockable. Sambu is really, really strong against Hugo. Here's another one. The meter's so short, there's no downside to using it. There it is. Reversal got. Whoa, he's dead. There should have been no opening there. Koemon is like fucking up these Saiyanbu setups. Anyway, the meter's so short you can just use it at any time. It doesn't matter how much HP you have and how little HP the opponent has, you're gonna get another Saiyanbu before like no time at all. Any fucking successful combo is a Saiyanbu. The sweep didn't combo. Sloppy. He's not very good with a Saiyanbu. I don't know how hard it is, to be honest. I've never done it. I know it's supposed to be quite easy against Hugo and Urian. And someone else. I guess Q. I don't actually know how hard it is against Q. Oh, he did the poison taunt. High poison. The thing is, those kinds of unblockables either don't work or are incredibly picky on most characters. You need someone really, really wide. And also, you're kind of choosing between, say, Mbu and EX Rekka. And EX Rekka is probably the best EX move in the whole game. It does very good damage and very good stun and combos from anything. It's very, very hard to punish. You need to get a very specific parry or series of parries. But like generally speaking, these unblockables are not really a thing against most of the cast. Sometimes you'll have an unblockable, but it won't loop, and sometimes you won't have an unblockable available at all. There are certain Yanks. Rishi Hikari generally runs Super 3 in any matchup, which is kind of unique. He's generally seen to be one of the best Yang players. The thing is, like, Sambu gives you really good pressure too. The problem is like the activation. You don't need to activate to have an EX Rekka ready, and EX Rekka is only barely worse than Sambu. It doesn't give you priority, but it's still really good in footsies. It trades a lot more than Yuns does, but like it still like ends with the opponent getting smacked. Joe too. Does it actually run out faster? I guess it has a shorter meter. It feels like it runs out a lot faster, but that could just be because it's a lot more footsie oriented. There's a lot more knockdowns during say Embu combos. The poison. I can't believe that didn't kill. That trade looked really strange. Stand forward with low strong, I think. I'd even see Yang hit. But it was obviously hit because Hugo died. Yang wasn't about to die. Oh. Oh, he jumped. Was that like a bait? That was a really strange bait. He could have just gone to Rekka's. And instead he went for jump to maybe bait SA2. I mean SA1. He got it. It's good for him. Nice. Ugh. That was weird. Yang crossed up. That jab. Whoa. Good whip punish. Nice. Hugo has some nice stop sign kind of normals. Maybe not stop sign. He's got good pokes. Hugo has good pokes. Hugo's reach is way outside most characters' reach. I guess it's kind of a lot like Street Fighter 4 Hugo. And his stand strong. Whew, tricky. Early jump fierce into immediate running bear. Meat squasher. This placement that Alex is standing at is kind of good. He's not getting a whole lot of damage for it yet, but I'd still say the way he's controlling space is probably going to lead to something pretty soon. I like the positions he's standing at. Whoa, that was nice. Ended up being super good for Hugo. 17th out of 64 is pretty good. I guess it depends on how the caliber of the other players entering. But I'd still be happy with that. That was pretty cool. He got that jump back roundhouse on the meat squasher, and then he got a full jumping combo from that. He picked his normals really well. Jump back roundhouse for the range, stand strong because you didn't need the closer far version, and then EX slash elbow because it has more range than EX chop. He was probably only going to get one hit of EX chop, but he got 2 hits of EX elbow, and he needed both hits to get this done. So that was like perfectly played. Who were the two Kens? Do you recognize either name? What the fuck? Yeah, good punish. He got to stand forward too. I know why he didn't. He wanted to hit the jump fierce as soon as possible. Because he didn't want Hugo to recover. That's another S gonna combo. And because he hit the jump fierce kind of early, the stand forward was a much harder link. Formerly Prince, and Cubanolf. I have no idea who those are. Alex is so strong is a pretty good poke, I guess, in this game. But like, if you played Street Fighter 5, you would think it's his main poke, but it's not. Generally speaking, his main pokes are stand forward and towards strong. Cubano, FL. That makes more sense. Nice whiff punish. Whoa, that's a ton of damage. Don't eat hard chops. He's getting a lot of mileage out of that stay medium punch. Single best poke button in SF5. That's a really hard question to answer. I would tentatively say Korean stay medium kick is a pretty good choice. Brady stay medium punch is also a pretty good choice. That's some really good Alex play. I really like this Alex player. I love watching a good Alex, dude. Alex is one of my favorite characters in this game. I don't know what he had there. He might not have had anything. He might have had like a low strong. I don't know if Roundhouse actually links there. This player is Akagaru. That down fierce. I like that animation. Chun-Li technically heading behind a table. There's like some really good. I think at Co-op Cup that we saw like a. Whoa, that punish didn't work. It was smart. Nice, huge damage. She's cornered too. We saw a really good match of this Genki versus someone at Co-op Cup, and I remember like it blowing my tits. I was like, damn, this is high pass shit. Alex versus Chun-Li on the stage. Just flashback to it. Genki versus someone. Ugh. The whiff punish was staying strong. He's trying to win without using meter, which is understandable given the health. I don't think so. Genki had a lot of matches. Genki was on the Co-op Cup winning team that year. Saying he won Co-op Cup is correct, but like, it wasn't just him. That was a really late super jump. You can super jump for like that whole period. Chun-Li super jump window is huge. He's done. Shame. Alright, last video. We're caught up. Isn't Co-op Cup coming up again? Not too long. I don't remember when it happens. I feel like it was summer, but it might have been like autumn. Alex is like immune to winning majors, so that was like kind of a big deal. Was it this? I don't think it was the grand final I was thinking about. But let's watch this anyway. Yeah, it's the car throw. Block jump in into overhead is actually really strong. January. Man, maybe it is. No co-op cup for another half year. I'm scared, damn it. I already know who wins and I'm still scared. That was a car throw, I think. I think I'm thinking of SBO, which is Dunzo. Actually, SBO might have been like April or something. I don't remember. Fuck, it's been too long. Whew. He was that close to losing. And he got like a miracle. Oh my god. The fucking jump strong getting parried and then the jump light kick on the way down. It's beautiful. It's actually a beautiful thing. No, the actual SBO. Super Battle Opera. The one that I'm memeing on. That whiff. Mmm. Yeah. Fucking played like a champion. What is this, Sephiroth? Oh, I actually want to see this. Why at this timestamp? We'll look at that after this. Or maybe, no, I think you didn't even link it with a timestamp. I just actually got that far in the video when I was watching it. I've clicked on that video and watched a little bit of it. My timestamp. Frequently I'll be in bed or something like that. And I'll go into my sub page. And I'll see like Acho Street Fighter 4 and I'll be like, okay. Didn't fall into it. I don't know what makes a character fall into it or not. That one looked like right inside. Maybe it's only neutral throw that falls into it, and I'm fucking up. Forward throw doesn't. That sounds right. Sometimes you gotta wake up super. Sometimes your back's to the wall and you just gotta make the ham read. Genki did. It's really tempting to put that pressure on the opponent when you're in the Ganejin. And of all the bad things about Alex Super 2, it is invincible. Chun-Li is a million times more fun to play in Street Fighter 5 than 4, in my opinion. I can understand how someone would have a different opinion. But I like that she's closer to like a fundamental character. But like Street Fighter 4 Chun-Li, I'm just thinking about that fucking 2 seconds of Chun-Li we just saw. Street Fighter 4 Chun-Li is so much more like interesting. Deeper character. Like I never really liked. No, I kind of liked Street Fighter 4 Chun-Li, but I didn't like playing her. But then I like saw like Valmaster playing her, and I was like, fuck. Chun-Li is so cool. Valmaster made her look amazing. That trade looked really strange. Oh, she destroyed the mirror with her legs. I didn't know she could do that. It's kind of I don't fully understand the way that hits are deducted from mirrors. I'm pretty sure I can get in front of a mirror as Oro and like mash jab and hit the mirror like 5 or 6 times and it won't go away. That's kind of a weird mirror. He's trying to run the clock, I think. Dare I say. The mirror might have health. Strength of move. That's interesting. I didn't know that. Aura stones altogether destroy the mirror. In either one button press for 5 stone or 2 button presses for 3 stone. So they probably act like lights. If that's true, I had no idea. That's really cool. I think Yurian got it. That was pretty neat. I see about 1 time over a year in this game. The timer is doing right about what it needs to do in this game, I feel. It's just about the right speed. She went for an air throw and it missed. Sucks. No, I think the timer's a bit too slow in this game. Or maybe just everyone else is too rushed down. If you pursue a time over, you should be able to get one, I feel. Either win or lose, but you should at least be able to get one. If your plan is to get a time over, it should be possible. Street Fighter 4, it's very easy to get a time over if you want one. This is going to be really hard for Chun-Li. There's the hit. And she should be dead. He got the combo. If it was like a 60-second timer, it would be about right in this game. Maybe like 70 seconds. Most matches still have like 40 seconds left by the time they're over. Maybe that would be too little. Maybe an 80-second timer would be about right, because you don't want the average match to run to time. You want like the occasional very defensive match to run to time. Oh my god, that whiffed. Oh my god. This position. He might die. Meaty super. Oh, it would have worked. That match ran pretty long because zoning Hugo is quite strong as almost any character. That's like the way you're supposed to win against Hugo. Is you're supposed to just pick your battles very slowly, which is unfortunately how Hugo is also supposed to win. Oh my god, that could have been it. All he needed was a jab. That stun is still there, man. Stun doesn't just all come back in this game. Oh, he's stunned. No, he's not. Jesus. YSP could still lose this. He's got a horrible screen position and Urian has a lot of meter. This is like still a 50-50. Oh, that was bad. He was trying to bait something. I don't know what. What are these fucking footsies? Dongs and tutus. That's Hayao, I think. That's the other Hugo player. I guess we'll look at that. Hayao. There's a beanie I've been meaning to buy for like 10 years now that I think looks kind of cool. It says Hayabusa on it. Like the motorcycle company. But it's just a beanie. It's just a black beanie with a gray kanji. The Hayabusa kanji. Every time I see that beanie, I'm just like, I kind of want that. But I've never actually bought it. I don't even know they still make it. That jumps jab fierce. There it was. Shinta's playing this like perfect. I feel like I've seen Shinta play Yun recently. I feel like I feel like I didn't realize that Shinta Yun and Shinta Kem were the same guy. Car palms. He got 3. He missed the ender though. He unfortunately probably undid all of the damage, the extra damage he got by missing the ender. The ender is the most important part of the Ganesian combo. Because that's how you get your next Ganesian. Huh. Anti-air dash punch. Incoming super. 3, 2, 1. That might have been it. Wow, tricky. I thought it was going to be a cross-up. What do you mean? You can do anything in G'day. Every button cancels into every other button. Oh no! That hurts. See how little damage that does? That's what I was talking about earlier. Neat. It was a punish. Kuma's mix-up. I mean, Demon Flip is kind of tricky. He's got a lot of stuff from that. Air Fireball's a bit tricky too. That one's less of a mix-up and more of a control kind of thing. Dive Kick exists. I wouldn't say it's great. Dive Kick from Demon Flip is pretty great. He also has Raging Demon to fuck around with. And KKZ, which you can land off of air to airs. And also Laitatsu stuff on some characters. Whoa, he tried to red parry the last hit and missed it. There's that one. The Maedajin. And he went to Kara Palms. That was some advanced yunning. Maedajin to Kara Palms, what the fuck? That was a really good anti-air too. That was parry into low strong up kicks. Jesus Christ. Shinta's playing a fucking killer yun right now. I think they could give Akuma in Street Fighter V jump back fireball, But they need to take away Demon Flip, cross up into like autocorrect slide. They would need to make his ability to get out of the corner shittier. But I would be okay if they did both of those things. If they buffed every other character, Jump Back Fireball would probably be alright. Akuma is a character who basically needs no changes. So everything they gave him is going to be just quality of life. I hate to be this guy, but I kind of feel like they should give you an additional air option in Street Fighter 5. Ah, yes, an air parry. Neutral Jump Fireball would arguably like be stronger than Jump Back Fireball, to be honest. He went for a very easy combo, and he did not drop it. The thing about Jump Back Fireballs, it's a lot harder to punish than the other air fireballs. But, oh, it's Yakun. Yakun has a crazy good Yun and a crazy good Necro. I don't want to say air blocking. Well, I kind of want to say air blocking. I think that, like, if you could air block, they'd need to do something like if you air block an anti-air DP, you need to get pushed all the way across the screen or something like that. But, like, I wouldn't be against air block being added. I'd want to play around with it a bit before I knocked it out. But some kind of universal air system hasn't happened for a long time in Street Fighter. Might as well put one in. There's some pretty good V-skills. Akuma's got a really good V-skill, to be honest. I think the V-reversal should push the hell back. I feel like they almost shouldn't have the white damage, they should just push the hell back. What is this? I'll tell you in a second. I think I watched some of it. We might have watched it, I don't remember. I think we did. Push block is literally V-reverse, it's just like poorly implemented as a push block. They didn't try to make a push block, they tried to make a reversal. Not like a reversal like a DQ reversal, but like a momentum reversal style move. Which it kind of is, but kind of isn't. It's the resource I hate. I more than V trigger and more than V skill and more than V reverse, I hate V meter. V meter is the actual thing I hate. As far as I'm concerned, V meter is the true criminal of Street Fighter 5. I understand why some characters are 2-bar and some characters are 3-bar V meter, and it works balance-wise, but I don't like it that much. And I don't like losing health to get meter. And to be 100% honest, I don't really like choosing between defensive and offensive. Even though, like, mechanically it sounds cool. I personally don't like it. Add a whoa, that red parry! Add a universal, like, ability to charge your V-meter. Like, what's it called? What's that game? Is one of the KF games had that. Extra Mode had that, I think. Remember that? What was the groove that had that? Was it S-groove? Make V-meter into S-groove. Give everyone the supercharge. I think normal spells V-meter. Having blocking build more V-meter would be okay, maybe. You already build V-meter on block because of white damage. But if you built a little bit more, it would make blocking a little bit not as bad. And right now, having the block is the worst thing about Street Fighter V. I don't know. Maybe. I guess I would like that more than our current system. It's just like one pop. I like that, yeah. Very cute little combo. Kora's name is written in hiragana. That's like not something. Most of the things when I talk about things, ways that Street Fighter V could be fixed, I'm talking about like things that almost everyone would agree with. But like that's something where I feel like I would agree with it, but I don't know if other people would. One pop V trigger is something I would like, but I don't know if it would be better. But I would prefer it. Full. Just make V trigger into burst. Just make it into overdrive. Fuck it, it's overdrive now. I actually like that. That launches. The stones, one of the stones hits after the sweep. It's really cool looking. And then you can combo off it. You can get a full combo from a sweep if you're in 5 stone. To be 100% honest, I don't think I've ever done that. I've known it's been possible, but I've never like used it. I usually just do low short and then link stand strong as my launcher. Whoa! Good block. Yo! So I tried to play some KF 14 recently, since I got it. And I set up my buttons, and 2 of my buttons on my pad. I have like a totally ordinary pad, okay? It doesn't have any like... For whatever reason, KF doesn't recognize 2 of my buttons. It makes me mad.